We are very data rich. We can pull data, but we're not data informed. And so it's a whole new mindset shift in which I'm trying to get people to go from just having data all over the place to like having very targeted data so that you can actually do something with it. So once you've identified a problem, what is it that we're trying to solve? Which group of students are struggling? Now, how do we use the data to target specifically what their needs are and then, make those pivots in the classroom? I think one thing, Nancy, I really want to make clear, and as people are watching this is not about coming in and, because whenever people hear the word supervision and evaluation, they're going to go, oh my gosh, they get nervous about it. This is not about like evaluating. This is really about how do we get people good at what they do, and how do we provide the right supports, the allocation of resources, and how do we get very narrowed. It's interesting, right? Because when we had 170 plus goals, it's easy to hide behind all those goals. And people want focus until they don't want focus. And so now having 2 goals, I'm having very different conversations with people to say, okay, is what we're doing and is that investment, is that going to get us to meet and get results on these 2 goals? And if it's no, then why are we doing it? It's really about positive student outcomes. How do we do that in the next 2 years and get, get double-digit gains? I know people are like, why are you calling it out? And I'm like, because if I don't, people are not going to want to do it, and we've got to definitely call it out. And then the operational excellence, specifically around customer service, came, and both of these came from the listening sessions that I've been doing. The other thing significant that people are going to start to see is I've been talking a lot about operational excellence in terms of where we are going to go, which is customer service. The one thing I heard loud and clear in my sessions with the listening sessions that I've been doing is that what you get is dependent on who who you call, and everywhere you call, there's a lot of variance across our school sites and variance across our entire district. And so I called out customer service because you know what? I mean, we have to give. I always equate it to like, if you're gonna go to a restaurant, what do you pull up? You pull up Yelp, right? And you're not going to go to a restaurant that has really bad ratings. Well, you're not going to come to a district that does not have really good ratings. And so I've charged everyone with, okay, so how do we get it so that when people look up our district, when they see your school, then what are they saying about your school and what makes them want to come to your school? And the fact that I've called that out, already people are like, oh, okay, she's going to be watching this. I mean, the other day I pulled up, we're going to be using a platform called Let's Talk, and it is kind of like where you can go in, you can put in your concerns, questions, comments, you can reach out to departments. So every department, every school site is now on Let's Talk, and I can actually pull data. And when I pull the data, I can see, and I've made it very clear to people, we will respond within 24 to 48 hours, even if you don't have an answer, but get back to people, right? And so like the other day I pulled up data, and there were places in our district that they were like, oh man, within 45 minutes they were on it. There were places where 5 to 10 days have gone by, and there hasn't. So it allowed me to pick up the phone and go, hey, this has kind of been sitting in the queue. It's been 5 days. Why haven't you done anything with it? And you know what? They're not going to want calls like that from me. And so the fact that we're doing that is going to just change the way, and rightfully so, because our community and our kids and our employees deserve it.